You don't say nothing, people will continue to walk all over you, and and they won't care. And my thing is, like I tell y'all know, working in the hospitality industry, because like I said, I've been
I just wanna say I'm proud of me. I came a long way, finally found my feet. It's been a crazy journey, but I'm grateful. I'm loving who I am becoming. I'm blessed and I'm thriving, I can't complain. I am on a higher frequency. I refuse to let you mess with me. I'm protective of my energy and my time. Don't give it up too easy. I'm loving all myself. I realize how divine I am. My power lies deep within.
good evening, how my beautiful queens and handsome kings doing this evening. How you all doing? Welcome back to the start of a new vlog. How you all doing? It is currently, I think it just turned 4, so it's 4:16 where I'm at, 4:16 p.m. So it's the evening time. I'm just sitting here, y'all. When I say it is really, really, really hot. I don't know what's the temperature. Let me see. I don't know. I'll check when I get through chatting with you all. But whatever temperature it is, it feel like 100-some degrees. Like when I say it's really hot now, yesterday, my house was a little more cooler than what it is now. I literally got the AC on in my room and in the front room, and I had to bring the fan in here, and it's like the heat just out of control. I said I'm gonna have to eventually take one of these naproxen, because I don't know, for some reason the heat, when it be this overheated like this, it started having me like migraines real bad, and I know that's just really, what is this on my cup? It's not really good. I don't know what's this little sticky stuff on my cup. Boy, I just got this cup. I know one thing, good cold water is really good when it's hot like this. But I actually had to work today. Today was my first day going back. I just only had worked my first job, which is my full-time job. And when I say nowadays, I'm really, I'm learning now to really speak up for myself, because I'm learning, if you don't say nothing, people will continue to walk all over you, and and they won't care. And my thing is, like I tell y'all know, working in the hospitality industry, because like I said, I've been doing it for so long. I think I was telling you all, I've been in this business now for since 2006. So from 2006 to now, I'd be saying almost 20. I'm gonna calculate, because I don't know if I'd be saying 20 years and 10 years. And when I say time, it's really flying, because I'm currently watching a video, Miss Aaliyah J. I follow both of the Aaliyahs on here on YouTube, Aaliyah J and Aaliyah's Face. And she just posted a video. It's kind of like a little podcast called Girl Coded. I think it's like a series on her channel. Very inspiring. She talking to one of her close friends. Her name, I cannot pronounce, Lorian, Jorian, something like that. Her name started with a J, but they just talking, making her face up, and Aaliyah kind of interviewing her, and on different topics on how she became successful. And so while I was looking at that, I said, let me tune in and just start this day off in this vlog, because there's no telling how I'm going to be feeling tomorrow. I do work tomorrow, but I probably will most likely extend this vlog to another day. I don't know if I'm going to bring y'all to work with me. Y'all probably see like maybe an evening in my life when I get off of work. But yeah, you have to really speak up for yourself, because these people on these jobs, they get very greedy, and they don't care about their workers. Like, they just tends to think that, hold on y'all, 2026 minus 2000, yeah, 20 years. 2026 and 2006, that's 20 years. So I've been doing it for 20 years now. That's a long time. It's a long time. I can't believe it's been that long. And I can't believe it's going to be 10 years since I graduated college. That let me know time flying. I'll never forget the actual, I remember my actual graduation day was May 3rd, 2017. So right now it's 9 years, because 2007, 2027 is right around the corner. Way time is flying. But yeah, that's right. So next year, January, May. Well, next year, really in May, that'll make 10 years since I graduated. Wow, I just can't believe how time is just really flying. But anyway, like I said, I've been doing this for 20 years. And within the 20 years that I've been doing this banquet server and regular food server, it always was a dishwasher scheduled to work. It always was a banquet setup guy. And there was other servers. It's not just one person have to do everything. And the thing is, what I don't understand when it come down to my first full-time job is that they look at me as the person that, hey, she do all the work, she work good, she work hard. And it's not that, because most people say, well, when you starting a job, or don't come on the job showing these folks that you can do everything, because they'll usually take advantage of that. I do believe that. I believe that to a I'm gonna just say I believe that saying to a certain extent. Like I say, when I first started, I never was intending to make it look like I could do everything. It's just the way how I was taught when I'm working, in an environment with other people, is that, making sure I'm putting my share in and the work, and, it's really teamwork. But nowadays, not everybody believe in working as a team. You have some people prefer to just, work by themselves. They prefer to work by themselves. I've never been like that, but I do work, with probably like 1 or 2 people that they don't really be wanting you to help them all the time. They just prefer to do everything by themselves. So I'm just learning to stand back. I try to, when I come to work now, I try to just come to work, do my job, and go home. All that ranting and yanning, and I know I'm not making sense. I'm just not for it, because I'm finding my days, sometimes I really don't want to be there, but I push myself. Like today, I really didn't even have to get no rest yesterday. And so I was kind of up like around 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning. I just kept finding myself getting up at the, those hours in the morning. And then when I finally like dozed off into a deep sleep, my alarm went off. It was time to get up. But my thing is, it's getting out of control where they expecting one person to do like a 6-man job. And they, and they don't want to hire extra help. They heard about this budget thing. But my thing is, you can't overwork the few workers you got, because eventually either they're going to quit and find something else, or you just gonna lose a worker. Because it's getting to the point now where I'm just getting tired. Like, I'm just fed up of everything. I try to, like I said, I stay prayed up. One of my coworkers, he had to kind of comfort me a little bit. He worked valet, like at both of my hotel jobs. They have valet guys, and some of them, they have women too. They basically is the people that make sure your car, like if you're a person staying in the hotel, make sure your car in good hands. So if you want to pay for overnight valet, they're going to take care of that and make sure your car in good hands. So they just basically handle the vehicles. But some of them are really good and sweet to talk to, but they know this, like, if I'm not smiling, there got to be something wrong. And then the thing is, I'm setting up for an event, and I'm not a banquet setup guy. It's only so much a woman can do. All this lifting and heavy tables and all that moving stuff, that's really out of my pay rate. And I know I have ask for a raise, because most people like, hey, I would speak up on it, I would talk about it. And then it's like when you speak up on certain things, they think you being funny. But at the same time, I just refuse for for these people to think that they can just get over. And it's one thing I say, I make the best out of everything. Like I say, I know some people say, hey, Wanisha, it could be worse. No, it is. I'm like I say, I'm very appreciative of a job, but it's getting out of control. Because you have some people sit up here and say people is lazy. It's not that people lazy. Some people just getting burnt out. You got people that get up here every day, go to work, the days they're scheduled to work, I'm going to say it like that. Hard-working people can't get no type of help, resources, or nothing like that. But the ones that's not working or choose to not work, it's like those people can get everything and all the help they need. And it's really not fair. That's just my personal opinion. Like I say, y'all know I'm going to keep it real and 100. That's just how I feel, I mean, I'm just big on being real, realistic when it come down to certain things on how I'm feeling about something, And like I say, I'm speaking on what I'm seeing and about how I'm feeling. But it's getting out of control, because I feel like should nobody, like I feel like we working hard enough, and we shouldn't have to be forced to be overworked all because of the company's not getting the money that, they're not making as much profit, making the money that they once have made before, all these changes happen. I just feel like that's not on your employers. I mean, on your employees, if I'm saying it right. But yeah, I had to speak up on it today, because it's like I'm burnt out. Like, I'm literally mentally burnt out from a lot, the jobs that I do is just, I'm just showing up every day. I just show up, smile, make the best out of it, but literally on the inside, I'm just burnt out from it, because I'm just tired of these people just getting over. Like, they would not increase the pay. And one thing about me, I am a great hard worker. I get that all the time. You don't get no type of recognition. You don't get no employee of the month or employee, no reward or nothing. All you hear about that you're doing a great job, or the people like your service. Where's the extra pay? Where's the bonus? Like, I mean, come on, And then the thing that I don't understand when it come down to the banquets part, you don't get tips. And it's just really sad, because banquets is more work than actually being an actual food server. Banquets, you setting up, breaking down, washing dishes, resetting, pulling the trash. You doing like a 6-man job for one pay, and then you're not being rewarded nothing. It's like basically you just being played over, And so I said to myself when I get through chatting, because I was watching that video of Miss Aaliyah J, I said, one scripture just kept coming to my head was Psalms 91, where, my great grandma directed me that a long time ago, and I just, it's just been in my head after what today, but I'm gonna read it though. Probably when I get off camera with you all, I'm just, scanning through, because I said I was going to make it a habit. I've been trying to find a lot of my books to read, and I did come across a lot of older books. I'm finna start back, getting in the habit and try to read more too, and kind of, it's kind of pause sometimes when I, on social media, like kind of try to take breaks sometimes and just, include more reading. But yeah, all I can think of was Psalms 91, when this, with the protection, the Most High, he gonna make a way. I know Psalms 91 is a very powerful scripture. I just feel like it's very self-explanatory. It just, he gonna protect you regardless of the no weapon. Well, that ain't. I'm going to just say no weapon formed against me shall prosper, but they're saying not in Psalms 91, but it's just a lot. It's just a lot. And, like I said, I try to stay prayed up, but I'm just, at this point, I have gotten so burnt out. Like, I never seen nothing like it, like I said, I do the best I can. I show up, but these people going to have to do better, because it have gotten out of control when it come down to people livelihood. Like I say, you already barely paying people, And I just feel like people shouldn't have to work. Sometimes I feel like I work 3 jobs, even though I'm really working 2 realistically, but I'm doing 2 different positions at one, and then I'm doing another position at a whole another facility. So it's basically, you might well say I'm working 3 jobs, you know. And it's just really sad because the money not adding up sometimes to the amount of work that I put in, you know. So I kind of understand when people say they just tired of working, not working for people. I can understand why. I truly understand, but I do know trying to be your own boss. That takes time too to really build a goal. Like it's nothing. Like I say, me personally, I'm still gonna work on building, like I say, building, having a goal set for myself outside of my jobs, but I'm still gonna hold on to, you know, working until I get to where I need to go. Like I'm, you know, realistically, you still have to have money while you're trying to build your dream, or while you're trying to build a life for yourself outside of work. You still have to have some type of income coming in. So I look at it like that as well. So what I say, if I have to use a job, which I'm gonna use it to the best of it, like they using me, I'm gonna use it to get to where, you know, I need to do as well. um but yeah, this is getting out of control. Like I literally had to speak up today because I'm like, what? I'm too quiet, and I let a lot of stuff slide. But this was one of them days where I just had to speak up because I'm not a robot, and if something was to happen to me, I found out of anything, I'm replaceable. Anybody replaceable, they'll replace you in a second on these jobs, and probably wouldn't even know that you know was there or employee, you know. So I just tell anybody, you know, to try to take it easy on these jobs, because I'm telling you, these companies now, they just really, you know, they really getting very tight on the money, and they not trying to hire nobody, no more help, no time soon, even if they still getting a lot of stable business. Yeah. So, but yeah, you all, I'll be talking to you all. I just want to come in and start a day off in this vlog. Good evening, how my beautiful queens and handsome kings doing this evening. How you all doing? Welcome back to another day in this video. How you all doing? It is actually 7:12. I was sitting here watching. Of course, y'all know I'm on YouTube. I mean, we're not to not watch, you know, some good YouTube videos. I was sitting here watching this by Miss Leah. Y'all check this out. I don't know how to link it. This Miss Aaliyah J, I follow her, and this young lady, she talking to her. They basically, she was interviewing her on her. Miss Aaliyah J started a series on her trying to call girl coded. So she been in the YouTube game. Both of them been doing YouTube now since they was young, for like either 12, 13, going on 12, 13 years, I think I want to say. A lot of the creators that I told you I'm inspired by, been doing it for a long time. Some of them started when they was very young. And so I was just, you know, I was laying in bed yesterday watching it, and then I started dozing off, falling asleep. So I paused the video, and now I'm still currently finishing it off. I'm almost finished. But it's a good little, great video of how she became an influencer, the young lady, and she was just, you know, they both was talking about the journey on YouTube. Also, I was just sitting here. I had a sweet tooth, so I had looked on the Instacart app. That's an app. Instacart app that I normally, y'all know that I do my grocery shopping from, and I was sitting there, and I've been having, I don't know, for some reason I just been craving sweets all day. I ended up had a sweet tooth, so I had ordered some glazed donuts, a 12 dozen, and they was just delivered. So yeah, I had a couple of donuts. I said, I'm gonna share some with my sister, because I've been set up there, and knowing that's not a good idea to eat the whole box, but I always like to share, you know, something like that, sweets. Y'all probably see me throwing the sheet on me. It's kind of because I got the AC on in my house. I just like to have the air on to kind of air it out a little bit. It is still pretty hot outside. When I went out there to get the donuts, it's still really hot. Like the temperatures feel like it's like 90-something degrees, and it's 7-something in the evening. I'm like, yeah. So yeah, we've been having a lot of hot days here in Memphis. This morning, it felt like 100-something degrees. Well, not this morning, this evening. this evening it felt like 100 some degrees when I got in, when I came in from work. Like it just really been hot. But anyway, other than that, everything been great. I was just sitting here, y'all. I was looking at I've been coming across a lot of videos about the changes of YouTube changes that's coming up. And when I say YouTube is really changing, like they making it really hard for small creators, especially, or new incoming creators. Like I say, I'm still pretty small on here myself. Y'all know I'm under 1,000 subscribers. It's showing that I'm at 492. Like I just literally lost a subscriber. So, but I'm not gonna let that stop me. I'm gonna keep going. I know my journey is not for everybody, and that's okay. I just feel like, my channel, people have to do what's best for them. So, I'm not going to let that stop me from losing subscriber. But my thing is, I was looking at where it said, I've been coming across a lot of videos, and they've been talking about how YouTube making it now where if you're a creator like me that's still trying to reach your watch hours, and of course you still have to have a certain amount of subscribers to enter their YouTube partner program. And now they change it because you used to have 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, and I think 10 million shorts. And now they say you got to have 8,000 watch hours and 10, not 10 million, is it 80? I forgot how many million shorts. I'm sorry, I don't want to give y'all the wrong number, but I know you got to have 8,000 watch hours, but you still have to have 1,000 subscribers. And when I say, is it 80 million? I'm not for sure, y'all. I'm gonna have to do my research. I don't know if it's 80 million shorts or 8 million shorts, one of them. But my thing is, it's really hard. I'm gonna be honest. Me doing this for 5 years now, and me trying to get those watch hours. When I say trying to get your watch hours on YouTube, it's not easy. I remember a lot of people was coming out here. We had a couple of videos of people were saying YouTube is on easy mode. It's easy to get the certain amount of watch hours, and I'm gonna just be honest, because I know a lot of you all that tune in. Some of you all also create videos, so I said, I want to make, you all probably been seeing this coming out across your time feed or timeline. But yeah, when I saw that, I just been still watching channels trying to get insight. But they say they're not doing this. They won't make this official until February 1st of 2027. So people that still creating videos, even like myself, we still have time to reach those hours. But like I say, it's kind of tricky because I know back here over a year ago, I was close. I was like at almost like 1,000 some watch hours. Like, and then literally my watch hours started slowly dropping. And I'm like, I don't understand that. I don't know if they go by the engagement or when people watch your videos, how long they're engaging. So I think that's one reason why even with the shorts, they start introducing short form. Because when I first started my channel, like I was telling you, I started in 2022. It wasn't no shorts. It was just strictly long form videos. Either if you did a 3-minute video, 4-minute, whatever how many minute video you put out there, that was it. Like you didn't do short form. So I don't know if they in competition with like Instagram or TikTok, all these other sites, but they eventually started short form videos. I want to say in 2023 maybe, the beginning of, I think January or February 2023 when short form would start introducing on YouTube. Because I was really more focused on long form, but I have had people reached out to me, over the period of time when I first started uploading shorts, was saying that, hey, if you want to get more attraction to your channel, or if you want to grow and gain subscribers, it's probably best to, do more short forms, and then, of course, still do your long form. But my thing is, you got some people on this platform work very, very hard on their videos. It might not look I don't know why they pushing the hours up like this. I guess because there's so many new creators, or I don't know if the platform is over more people than they expect. But my thing is, it's like you kind of somewhat playing in people's face because, At one point they were saying if you had reached 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. I'm like, it's all of it's kind of confusing. So I just said I'm not gonna let that really get to me, because I mean, I'm not gonna let it get the best of me. Like, I'm not gonna stop creating because of the changes. But I said I did want to kind of speak on this, because there are a lot of creators out here who's very talented, small channels, and I feel like those channels do get overlooked sometime, or they're not being pushed out there to a audience. And so I feel like, it's like our hard work is not being shown, like the other creators that probably been doing it for a long time. There's a lot of channels, because I noticed even with views, and you might, because I'm so used to, I use it. It just depends on, because I normally push my videos out like a 9, always 9 in the morning. But I think it just depends on what kind of video that being put out. But yeah, it do seem strange though, that they changing the monetization program, which is mean that the YouTube partner program mean if you enter, if you get accepted and enter the program, once you make the watch hours and the subscribers, it's possible that you can actually start making money off your videos. But and then I heard it's a catch to that too, because I had a call in. A call come through, but yeah, I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, I think I was talking about the into the program. But yeah, all I could tell everybody, even myself, all we can do is just continue to keep creating, be encouraged. Yeah, because it's like you don't have control over certain things, and some you can control. That's what I'm learning. I remember I was directed to the what's that? It was a speech a couple years ago. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. I think courage to change things, that I can, and wisdom to know the difference. That is so deep, and it's very true, because what you can control, you can only do the best you can. And something like this that's happening with the changes to the platform, they're just something that's out of our control. But I just encourage anybody to start, just continue to keep creating, because I know a lot of you all might have came across videos. Like, I just started watching a couple videos yesterday that they just been coming across my timeline about the YouTube, and anything most time referring to YouTube on updates. I try to make sure I be aware of what's going on, so I can know what I need to do, as far as my journey. But yeah, all I can do is say just continue to be encouraged, keep creating. Yeah, because they really is making it hard. But I'm starting to think, because there's so many people getting on the platform, I think it's over, YouTube have probably over a billion, might be more than that, billion creators, might be more than that. So I guess they're trying to make it really, really hard now for people. But all I can tell anybody that's been doing it, coming along with me, or you still, of course, you're still creating, and the ones that, aspire or that's just started, just keep going. Like I said, it's a long journey, but it really is worth it, because I'm also learning too that you can go back and look at these videos. So I look at certain things too in a different way, because really with me, everything is not about just money. I know we need money to live, but I don't do it for the money. I just enjoy creating. I just really enjoy being able to have a voice and talk to you all. I kind of sometimes talk to you all to share certain things with you all more than I probably talk with people that I know in real life, about certain things, or certain events that probably take place in my life, or have a certain week been going for me or whatever. So you can go back and revisit some of your old videos. I find myself sometimes going back looking at old videos that I created 2-3 years ago, 4 years ago. Like I say, a lot of my videos is pretty old. So I look at it as like a diary or a journal, because these videos not going nowhere unless you delete your videos. But I wouldn't encourage nobody to do that, because I thought at times, I used to thought about removing certain videos if I didn't like it. But I just said, hey, this is my story. I want people to see how far I have came from to where I'm at now. Deleting a video, and it just I just feel like it's not a good idea because you want to show how your journey started, you know, because nothing is perfect in life. Most time people look for perfection, but you got to look at what it took to get there. So that's how I look at it, even with, you know, this whole content creation thing. So yeah, I just want to come in. I'm going to finish watching Miss Aaliyah J, and I probably chill out because it's starting to get dark. I just wanted to kind of tune in with you all.